What is up, guys? It is Pup, your coach of the Green Bay Drilburs, and today we have week 7 of the Little Goose Draft League, which is our Little Cup, not low tier, Little Cup Draft League. And so last week we had a really good win. Doesn't really count towards our standings. It's just like a little mid-season, showdown between the two divisions. And I'm recording this before we're actually done with everything, but our division is smashing them. I think there are 3 games left. Yeah, there are 3 games left, and our division has not dropped a game, which is pretty nice. But we have a really tough stretch down the next 3 weeks. This week we're playing Teambuilder, who is the number 2 team in the league. Then week 8 we play Alolan, which, I mean, it definitely won't be as hard as the other 2 matchups. But in week 9 we play a cross division matchup against Chef, and right now they are undefeated. So that is definitely pretty tough. Well, Chef did lose to Teambuilder in the division showdown, but it doesn't really count on the standings. So we're playing against 2 of the best teams in 3 weeks. So we really have to pull it together to be able to clinch the playoffs. We still have 4 weeks left, but we're tied for 6th in our division right now, and only 6 make it to the playoffs from each division. So we really need to get a couple more wins. I would be comfortable going 3-1, ending up with a 5-4 record. That would definitely make me happy, but we'll see if that can happen. Anyways, we can get right into this team builder. So my opponent, Teambuilder, they have a nasty hail team. They've got the Alolan Vulpix, Clamperl, Coughing, Hisuian Zora, Alolan Sandshrew, Slowpoke, Darumaka, Sandygast, Mime Jr., Shieldon, and Skidoo, which that's disgusting. My team consists of Grookey, Woobat, Frillish, Sprigatito, Swirlix, Litleo, Gibble, Rhyhorn, Trico, Galarian Slowpoke, and Starly. And then let me pull up their Terra Captains. For me, the Sandshrew can Terra into Flying and Fire, and Mime Jr. can Terra into Steel and Dark. Our Terra Captains are Woobat, who's Fighting and Steel, and Trico is Flying and Fairy. So we definitely don't have the best matchup, Hail against a team with Grassy terrain, 3 grass types. But, just looking at it, I could tell that Grookey was amazing into this matchup. Choice Banded Grassy Glide destroys almost their whole entire team, but they do have Skidoo, who has Sap Sipper. So that's really tough. That's why I have a Choice Banded U-turn on here. Is going to do 1,000,000%. You got Knockoff. We have other Pokemon to handle that Skidoo. And once it's gone, I feel like we can really win the game with Grookey. So I'm just rocking Choice Banded, all those moves with max attack, have a good amount of special defense as well, so we can try to live a hit from, Zora, Coughing, Slowpoke, Mime Jr., whoever they decide to bring. Second, we're going to have Litleo. Litleo is running the Choice Scarf, so it can outspeed everything on their team. Any of their top 2 Pokemon, Alolan Vulpix and Zora, if they're running Scarf, then it'll be a speed tie, which I don't love speed ties, but we should be able to live hits from them, I think. We don't have horrible defenses, and we're a little bit invested into HP and special defense. And then we can just fire off really strong Flare Blitzes, Wild Charge, Crunch, and Return. I feel like Flare Blitz is going to be really good into their team, but they have the Slowpoke to switch in. So that's why I got Crunch, Wild Charge, Return. Really just depends on what the matchup is, but I'm most likely just clicking Flare Blitz on my almost max invested attack. Next up, we're going to have our Unburdened Trico again. But this time we are rocking a definitely interesting set. We're running Special with Hidden Power Fighting, Energy Ball, Terra Blast, and Protect on Terra Flying. Hidden Power Fighting makes it so that we can beat an Eviolite Sandshrew. We have a really good chance to knock him out in one shot. We can outspeed a lot of stuff. We can outspeed the Sandshrew in the Hail if we are with our Unburden, since they can at max get up to 14 base speed, and we are at 15 with our investment. And we just put really everything else into special attack and then a little bit of defenses. I want to be able to like live a hit. You know, I'm not really expecting the Clam Pearl to come, but if it does, I could be in a really bad spot if they Shell Smash. So I thought that it was pretty important to invest in special defense on a lot of my Pokemon. But Terra Blast on here makes it so that we can hit like the Skidoo. We can hit pretty much everything on their team pretty strongly with that, including the Coughing. And if they're not rocking special defense, then we actually have a chance to two-shot them, which is pretty good, and we'll always live a Sludge Bomb. Next we have the Galarian Slowpoke. Rock an Eviolite Regenerator with a T-Wave, Slack Off, Psychic, and Block. I just thought Block could be pretty nice on this set to, you know, trap stuff in, like whittle some stuff down that they might not want getting whittled down for a Grookey endgame. If they get stuck in with Skidoo against us, then we have a really good time. Nothing is immune to Psychic. The only thing that really resists it is Slowpoke, and I mean, that's not going to love getting Thunder Waved. It's not really going to want to take a bunch of Psychics, and we have a really good switch into that with Grookey and Trico anyways. And then on here I'm rocking max defense with a lot of special defense invested as well. This can eat up hits from like Darumaka or Sandshrew. In our 5th slot we have Gibble, rocking a Berry Juice with Rough Skin, Earthquake, Dragon Tail, Stealth Rock, and Toxic. You know, spreading around Toxic is really important on their team. Whittles down the Slowpoke and the Sandygast, even the Skidoo too, which are some of the biggest threats to my team, even though we're Grass type. Like, it's really important to get rid of the Sandygast and Slowpoke as well, so we can have our Litleo sweep. Earthquake is really good into their team as well. That just destroys like Darumaka and Sandshrew. This is really there like to catch like Darumaka, you know. It can come in on Coughing as well and get up Stealth Rocks, Dragon Tail it out, and just be a little bit of an annoyance to everything. And we have a lot of defense and special defense bulk, and then pretty much allotted our stats as we could. And last, we're gonna have Woobat. I have Terra Steel on this thing, but I don't really see myself tearing that much. I just thought that this thing was really important so that their Skidoo doesn't get out of hand. You know, if they run the Skidoo, like get Trailblaze, I don't really have the best answers to it, since Grookey and Trico both get Sap Zippered, and after like 1 or 2 Trailblazes, it can end up outspeeding my Litleo. So I thought it was really important to have this. You know, I have Air Slash, Heat Wave, Toxic, and Roost. So Heat Wave is going to hit most of the Pokemon on your team, but Air Slash is still really good stab, and Toxic is good for whittling down the Sandygast and Slowpoke. I also have 1 point of speed investment on this thing, so I know that I'm going to outspeed a Clam Pearl, even at max speed. So I thought that was pretty important outside of the Shell Smash. And, you know, I have max defense on here, and then a lot of special defense. I think I learned that in Little Cup, it's way more important to like go into both defenses rather than just like defense and HP, because HP doesn't do as much. Your defense stats really like make up a lot of the work that it does. You know, if I put all this special defense into HP, it's really maybe gonna change it by a couple %, but putting all the special defense bulk in means I can really take hits, even like super effective hits from the Alolan Vulpix. You know, take hits from the Mime Jr., who this is also really good into. I thought that this team actually looks pretty good to them, but I know that they're going to be a really good Little Cup player since they're 2nd in the league right now, and they just knocked off the #1 team. So, I mean, we'll see how it goes, but they're definitely not unbeatable, and hopefully I can show you guys that in the battle. Alright, what is up, guys? We got our week 7 or something battle going on. See their team. They have the Sandshrew, Vulpix, Clamperl is coming, surprisingly. They have the Darumaka, I thought would probably come. Zora is great, and Coughing. So yeah, definitely scary stuff. I wonder how much I do with Litleo into Zora. I mean, they cannot kill me really with anything. And Flare Blitz is going to do a lot. If they're not Eviolite, then, I mean, I can probably be in a pretty good spot. It's going to do like 90%. So I could definitely do that. Yeah, I mean, or I could just wait and use it late game. I just go hard Grookey. Or I could just lead off with Gibble, but I feel like they could lead Clamperl, which put me in a really tough spot. You know, maybe I just go Slowpoke, and I can Thunder Wave if they try to set up. And I always have Grassy Glide. Yeah, let's do that. Go Slowpoke, get that Thunder Wave off. They go Darumaka first. Fair, fair. I don't think that this can do too much to me because I'm super Fizz Death. It also could be Zora, so I'm just gonna T-Wave. They're gonna U-turn. That does a lot of damage. Holy. Yeah, it looks... Dang. That's crazy damage. Alright, they go into the Alolan Vulpix. If they have, like, Blizzard, I don't really have a good setup here. You know, if they're max special attack Blizzard, it's like a very slim chance to knock me out. If they're parried, depending on their speed investment, I could be faster. And I don't really have the greatest switch into this thing anyways. I'm just gonna slack off, I feel. Yep, and I am faster. They just set up the Veil. That's fine. I'm gonna double Thunder Wave because I feel like they're gonna go out into something and try to set up. I mean, obviously it's not double because I just slack off, but I feel like they're gonna try to set up. They could go Shrew, they could go Clamperl. I don't think this thing is gonna be setting up. They go Darumaka. I get the T-Wave off, which is really nice. And I can do, I mean, not too much damage, but I can do some damage with my Psychic. I could also switch, go Gibble, which probably will not take as much damage. It's actually gonna take a lot. But I have Berry Juice at least. And Rough Skin. Yeah, let's go Gibble. What's the worst that's gonna happen anyways? You are paralyzed, so I don't even see if you're the Zoroark. But I think rocks look really good. I'm just gonna set them up. They're gonna U-turn miss, so this is definitely Darumaka with Hustle. And we do have speed. I mean, I can just throw off a really hard Earthquake. They go Clamperl. They take rocks. Get Quaked. I can definitely get Ice Beamed here. Definitely, but I'm gonna Dragon Tail because I don't want to Shell Smash. They do just Ice Beam. That's fine by me. And I can go Grookey and send off a really hard knockoff if I want. Or just Grassy Glide. You know, I don't really care if they go Coughing. I'm not going to overpredict. You know, no. I'm going to Grassy Glide. No overpredictions. They are neutralizing gas. Interesting. Feel like I can just go Slowpoke. Or are they gonna do Wisp? That's fine by me. I think I might just click Block. No. This thing has to switch out. I'm just gonna throw off a really powerful Psychic. Nothing wants to take it. They do go Vulpix. Okay, if I 2KO this thing, then it'll be a good spot. Definitely do. I think I remember being faster than them. Nope, I am not. That's fine. Let me just click Block. They go Darumaka, which is annoying. And I don't really have a good answer to this thing anymore. I'm just gonna Psychic. They're gonna U-turn. Out to what? Man, I swear I outsped it earlier. They do go Vulpix and sack it. Really interesting. They go Shrew. I'm a T-Wave. I can't like risk this thing setting up. They're Icicle Spear. And they only get 2 hits, so not a loaded dice variant. They still have the Veil. How much am I doing? He said man GG. I mean, I do just have everything. Didn't think it would live a hit. I mean, I don't even kill with a Litleo. I think at this point I gotta go Woobat and Terra. I can just click Terra Heat Wave. And Heat Wave should do a huge chunk. I go Terra Steel, they get paralyzed. Awesome. Do about 50%. And Veil is gone for the rest of the game. Nothing really wants to come in and take this. I don't think Air Slash is good play. Yep, there goes the Shrew. Goodbye, Hail. Now I am worried about Clamperl. And they go straight out to Clamperl. The thing is, no, this is not Clamperl. Clamperl already came in. This is Zora. I am pretty sure. But I don't even think it's gonna do that much damage. I think I just Air Slash. Yep, Shadow Ball. Does a lot of damage to me. Yep, there goes the illusion. Yeah, is this thing like specs? Let me calc this. Choice specs. And modest. Yeah, I mean, they have to be choice specs, modest, max to do that much, and that's a max roll. No, it's not. I'm looking at Shek. I mean, looking at Hex. Shadow Ball. And okay, what if they're just modest and no specs? No, they have to be specs. They go Darumaka. But a return should just destroy this thing. Boom. And they go out to Coughing. And this is actually Coughing. I can do a lot and a lot of damage. Is it worth? Yeah, I think I just go for the damage here. 245. It's a big chunk. I'm going to go out to Woobat this turn. I'm Terra Steel, so you can't hit me with Sludge Bomb. And I can either Roost or just go for something else. I think I'll just Roost. They go to Clamperl, which this is actually the Zora. The extra sensory. I kill the Zora. They go Clamperl. And Air Slash has a chance to kill, depending on their set. I do not. They get the Shell Smash off, but that's fine. They Surf. I can go Grookey. Click Choice Band to Grassy Glide. And then all they have is Coughing. They just go hard Coughing. Insane play. You know, I think I keep this thing alive. Yeah. I sack Litleo here, and they just Pain Split. So I think I can just click Flare Blitz. Yeah, that does too much damage for them. And then how much is Choice Banded Knockoff or Wood Hammer doing? Enough. Or I could go Trico. How much does Trico do? Looks like I'll be able to kill with an Energy Ball. I don't want to risk that though. I'm just going to go into this thing and Wood Hammer. Boom. And then do they die to rocks? I think they do. And they do. Perfect. All right. So that was a really good game. Sorry if I didn't talk too much. I knew it was going to be a really intense game. I think I played very well. It was really nice bring to have Thunder Wave on the Slowpoke because it really just crippled down their entire team. As soon as I got like Darumaka and Sandshrew paralyzed, it was really like tough for them to claw back from that. They made a lot of good plays, but I just think that I brought a really nice team for it. Clamperl could never really set up on me because I had Grassy Glide Grookey. I could have even brought Grassy Glide on the Trico. But yeah, and also Trico was always faster after Unburden anyways. And I still have that in the back. So even if stuff did get out of hand, I could always win it with Trico in the end. I'm glad that I played pretty well there. I think we're still in a negative record because last week's division showdown or whatever doesn't really count towards our record, but after this win, I'm in a pretty good spot. I just have to win. I want to win 2 of the last 3 after this, but I think if I win another one, then I should be in a pretty good spot for the playoffs. But I mean, we'll see. But thank you guys for watching this battle, and I'll see you guys in the next week's. See ya.